Hello and welcome to race 2 of the evening here for the BSR Carrera Cup, being hosted live on BSR TV. Of course, we're getting ready for the second 15-minute race, the second of 3 that we have. And the first one was won by car 69, Jan-Paul Niehaus. And he won that from Diego Comuni in second, and then Palumbo in third. How the grid works for race 2 is it'll be a reverse of the top 10. So the man that will start on pole position for race 2 is going to be none other than Nico Brandt in the 24. So he will start on the front row alongside Alain Tessier. Then it'll be Ashley Sutton and Anders Dahl on row 2. Jamie Wilson and Michele Carina will be on row 3. Then Ian D. Smythe and Hermano Palumbo will be on row 4. And then Diego Comuni and race 1 winner Jan-Paul Niehaus will be on row number 5. So I guess we can quickly talk before the cars get away. From that first race, David, what did you mainly take away from that? Because Niehaus seems to have the pace, and so do Comuni and Palumbo, but Niehaus just seems to have that little bit of an edge compared to the rest of the field. All the starts here, and it is going to be Nico Brandt on pole position. Revs are going to go up in just a moment for another 15 minutes, then the second race here at Silverstone for the BSR Carrera Cup. We are all set for another 15 minutes, waiting for the revs to come up. It is Brandt and T on the front row, a bit of creeping from Ashley Sutton off the line, waiting for the green. The lights are out now, and we are racing at Silverstone. Great start from Brandt, looking also from row 4 was Jamie Wilson come up the inside of Ashley Sutton, with Anders Dahl trying to go with him on the outside. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. As it is, Brandt sweeps across and takes the lead. It's Tessier in second place, and a great getaway from Jamie Wilson. Seems to be in third place already, off the line, with looks to me as if it's Ashley Sutton in fourth and Anders Dahl into P5. Through the complex they're going for the first time, and Brandt is already starting to streak away. And as for some contact in the background, one car's off into the midfield. What do you see, David?
Well, I just see a car inside. There's a lot of carnage going on here in the back towards 28th position. There's trouble starting with Cyril Thomas, I'm sorry. Bunch of cars actually. Starting with, let's see here, we got Gary Hickman, James Yates, Michael Booth, Angelo Di Mella. They're all made contact going into a left-hander. One of them, Mella had to get on the brakes, and everybody else just kind of tapped into each other. Nowhere to go for everyone else. Looks like 4 or 5 cars just all into each other. Just carnage everywhere. Cars into the grass, sand everywhere.
We've just seen that Anders Dahl has just taken 4th spot back away from Ashley Sutton, from Jamie Wilson, from Ashley Sutton, I should say. And as they make their way through bridge for the first time, the top 5 are all close together at the moment. We're seeing that Ashley Sutton is coming under attack from Ian D. Smythe in the 06, and Jan-Paul Niehaus just behind. He's in combat at the moment over. It looks to me, I think it's possibly 8th or 9th, but he has got through. So this is much better, much more closer racing here. The reverse top 10 certainly has closed everything up in terms of the competitors. The Smythe is just under attack now, I think, from Palumbo as they head out of Luffield and through Woodcote for the first time. There's a car in the pits already.
Yeah, Ashley Sutton.
So Sutton's, now that's possibly for the fact he must have got a penalty for a jump start, so that's possibly the reason why he's jumped into the pits. But at the end of the first lap, it's Brandt leading from Tessier in second, and a great start as we've seen already from Jamie Wilson in third, who is absolutely streaking up through the pack at this point, and already making a charge on Tessier as they make their way through Maggots and Beckett's for the second time. And also looking now, Jan-Paul Niehaus is up 3 spots from 10th to 7th, and looking the biggest loser in that one possibly, I think was obviously going to be Ashley Sutton.
I'm sorry, Smythe off into the runaway going into the right-hander there. Just looks like he had too much steam going through the corner.
And now, of course, means that Palumbo does. Niehaus pulls out to the inside of Palumbo to make a pass on 6th position and gets the job done. So Niehaus up another spot off the start. And now just in front, I can see that Anders Dahl is all over the back of Jamie Wilson as they head towards Vale and Club. This is the historic layout, so of course they don't head through, make the big braking zone of Vale. They head straight through the high-speed kink.
Wilson taking a long exit out there. He's trying to do as much as he can to get around Tessier so that he can go up to the first position for a battle there. I'm sensing a lot of urgency going on here through the guys up in the top 10. They're really pushing it. They're all within Ooh, as looks like Jamie Wilson under attack by Anders Dahl. Anders Dahl to the left side of Wilson. Looks like he made the pass successfully, but looks Smythe making a 3 wide through the right-handed with Jan Paul there. Everyone giving each other a little bit of room. That was close.
Sure was. As they head now back onto the pit straight, Nieuwhuis definitely wants to get on with this and get back towards the front where he feels he might belong. You know, in the slipstream of Smythe, they come back down towards Copse Corner, pulls out to the right-hand side of the 06 machine, but can't get himself past as they head through Copse, and using plenty of the runoff is Smythe on the outside, kicks him with a little bit of dust, but remains in 5th position. So it's still Brandon leads, but he now has a half-second advantage over Alain Tessier, with Anders Dahl 3rd and Jamie Wilson holding on to 4th place. Palumbo's now 5th. The man that's quite surprising who hasn't moved up so far is Diego Comuni. He's back down in 10th position and right in the middle of the pack, battling with Michael Stephen and Gary Tall in the 49. So he's now finding it a little bit tough. And also Ben Tusting, who was quick in warm-up, he was the quickest man in warm-up before this race, is down in 12th position, trying to make his way back up through the order, but back towards the front. And Nico Brandt still has similar situation to Nieuwhuis had a couple in the first race, but sensibly the laps car does move out of the way and obeys the blue flags, and that does give Brandt a little bit more breathing space. But of course there's several cars across, there's a couple of cars in fact had to pull off because they're being lapped, and that's really starting to throw a couple of catalysts into the mix at the moment, as we're looking at Nieuwhuis has got around Smythe, he's lost a place, and now we see Jamie Wilson in the 87 under attack from the winner of race 1.
Yeah, you know, it might be a little bit intimidating looking up in the mirror seeing a car that you know just won not too long ago, but so far so good, as Smythe is getting overtaken by Palumbo here going to the right hand corner. Smythe backs out of it, lets Palumbo get the room. Carrera sitting there back with Michael Stephen, and then it looks like a 3-way battle. You got two-way Comuni and Tall looking to the right side of Comuni, seeing if he has the space, but nope, no go.
He's down from 12th to 14th. There's lots of shuffling going on, including, in fact, I can see Andreas Katz. He's down in 19th spot in the 23, so he's obviously having troubles making his way through the field. But then again, he was classified back in 51st, so whether or not he's made a charge through the field already. But now looking back towards the front, and Tessier looks though he's possibly trying to line up Brandt for a pass down the hanger straight. He's getting closer in the slipstream, and just behind, I can see the back, and also Jamie Wilson having to fend off from Nieuwhuis, as Tessier has a look and darts out from underneath Brandt, but just can't seem to find enough room. He wasn't close enough alongside. And so now as they make their way through, the top 5 very close together, only separated by 2.3 seconds, as Palumbo is now dropped back from the tail of the 06 machine as Smythe. And then we've got, of course, Michele Carrera in 8th spot, Michael Stephen in 9th, and Diego Comuni in 10th. I think, has Comuni got around any cars? No, he hasn't. He's still in 10th and still fending off Gary Tall in the 49. So already coming up towards halfway in this distance. So it seems to be that this second race is a lot more action-packed than it was in race 1, especially at the front. And I think the fact that we have reversed the top 10 definitely seems to have been a factor in that one. And it's definitely giving us a fantastic spectacle. And fingers crossed we'll get the same for race 3.
Ooh, looks like Jamie Wilson getting attacked by Jan Paul again. Jan to the left
Tessier
side. Jan Paul just overtook Wilson for 4th.
Just also saw that Tessier ran a little too deep into Brooklands. That allowed Anders Dahl a chance to get the 03 machine up the inside, but couldn't make that one stick on that occasion and has to sit back. And top 3 now separated by less than a second as they begin the next lap.
Smythe. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now, I was just saying, Smythe taking the corner exit really wide once again. He seems to be kind of not really cracking, but just not being as consistent as he was back in Spa.
Comes to the hanger straight once again. I can see that there's looks like Palumbo's looking to try and go around the outside of Wilson. Can he make the move stick as they head towards the right-hander? And I think the answer might just be yes. They're still going to go side by side on the exit. And I think, looking at it, is Palumbo in front if I have a look on my screen? No, he's not. Wilson still has kept the 87 machine in 5th spot. He's chasing on to try and get onto the back of Niehuis. There's a little bit of oversteer from Wilson's car. Palumbo has consents, but he's lining him up now towards Abbey. This is a brave move. If he can get up the inside, he will try it. They're going to go side by side towards Bridge. Oh, Wilson's almost run out of room, but he has the inside line for the right-hander as they sweep underneath the bridge. And I'll tell you what, Ian D. Spine's got a fantastic view of this as the two of them battle in front of him. And looks like Palumbo might try up again up the inside of Brooklands as he fired off alongside. Oh, he's forced Wilson to get a little bit out of shape, and that has allowed him through. So Palumbo into 5th spot, and Wilson now coming straight away under attack from Smythe now for 6th place. So Wilson seems to be in a bit of bother right now. He's lost one spot and already in danger of losing another.
Looks like a back marker. No, looks like Anders Dahl just forfeited a position to Jan Paul going in the straightaway. Wow, Carrera with a really strong run going into the Big S's. He's right on the back end of Smythe now.
They head down the hanger straight once more for the 6th time. And just keeping an eye on the front, as I think possibly is that Tessier lining up Brandt for a pass into Stowe corner. Almost pull level. Brandt will hold the defensive line towards the historic layouts.
Jan Paul is definitely pulling out a lot of speed out of his car coming towards the end of the race. So he's came back from, I believe it was 10th position. He's now sitting in 4th position within 6 laps. He's doing a really good job as Tessier goes to the right. Cannot complete the pass, but Jan Paul right on the bumper of Tessier. He's going to try to make it happen here in a second as they go through the left-hander. Tessier losing some ground to the leader, but coming through here, looks like, ooh, Jan Paul right up on the bumper of Tessier, looking to the right side, trying to overtake him. Here they go. Looks like Jan Paul's not going to have any competition for that coming on the straightaway. He's going to go ahead and follow in behind of Nico Brandt to try to take over the lead.
Two places in the space of 2 corners, and he's now got Dahl to his outside to head towards the complex, and Tessier keeps his nose in front. But Dahl is looking pretty hungry, and also so is Palumbo in the number 2. But I think the main thing we have to look at now is the fact that Niehuis is all over the back of Brandt as they head back onto the hanger straight, and we're going to be set for a change of lead here. Niehuis can sense an opportunity. Here he comes to the inside. They're going to go side by side down the hanger straight, but looks like Niehuis will have the line towards Stowe. And there he goes. And the Ampol Niehuis takes the lead then. And incredibly, after starting 10th, he's managed to muscle his way through the field, through all the mobile chicanes in front of him, and he's got himself back into the lead. So it looks as though if he can keep the pace he's running at the moment, could be looking at 2 from 2 at this rate.
Yeah, all he has to do now is just stay really consistent and stay fast, because he's nearly a second faster than Nico. So as long as he keeps that pace, stays calm, stays consistent, he's definitely going to walk away with this. You know, it ain't going to be from lights to flag, but still, this is even more impressive coming back from 10th position.
10. Oh, we've got a spinner. We've got a lap car spin. Oh, and thankfully he managed to get out of the way and skate back to the bits just before the leaders got round to him. That would have been such an amazing situation if he'd been stuck in the middle of the track. That certainly would have shaken a few drivers up, and definitely shaken the order up as well. I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end of the 15-minute time limit, as I'm now watching Tessier is being pursued by Anders Dahl towards Copse Corner, with Palumbo in tow as well. And Tessier's taken a wider line through there. He's taken a little bit too much curb. That's allowed Dahl through, and possibly Palumbo may follow him through as well, as they head up towards the complex once more. And already, in the space of a single lap, Niehuis has managed to pull out a gap of almost 0.6 of a second over Brandt at the front. As we also see Jamie Wilson and Tessier almost going side by side, and Tessier forcing Wilson to back out of it and almost getting onto the grass in the process, as they're all over each other, battling over what looks to be 5th position. And here they come back down the straight. Carrera now to the inside of Smythe. Diego Comuni is also charging up as well up to the back of them, as there goes Wilson past Tessier. Now is Smythe going to pull across them? Oh, there's contact between the pair of them. And there goes Smythe to the outside of the circuit, and that was definitely a touch from Carrera, but I'm pretty sure that Smythe was trying to get a bit too defensive and didn't leave enough room, and Carrera just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that is tough luck for Smythe. You know, that happens, but Lou, looks like Carrena's out of shape a little bit. A lot of counter steering coming out of that corner. Back end looked like it wanted to come out. Might have hurt Carrera more than it should have with that door contact. So far, it doesn't seem like he's too bad out of shape, but dang, that sucks. That's interesting.
The man who really has been at a disadvantage this lap is Alain Tessier, because he's lost 3 spots in the space of a lap. He started the lap 3rd and then lost 2 spots on the exit of Copse, and also lost another place down at Stowe to the man just in front, JB Wilson. So certainly a lot more action-packed in this race as we now head towards the final lap. Of course, it's a 9-lap event, so here we go. One more lap to go. White flag is out, and what Paul Leaguis at the moment seems as though he's doing enough to keep in front. 1.2 seconds is the advantage, and it looks to me possibly as if Anders Dahl is maybe doing enough if he can get close enough to Brandt to make a move to try and get himself a step higher on the podium. But I'm pretty sure Palumbo is also going to be in the mix as well as they negotiate the sweeps of Maggots, Beckett's and Chappell. And a quick run down the cars behind. JB Wilson now finds himself in 5th. Alain Tessier down to 6th. Michele Carrera is now in 7th. Diego Communi's up to 8th. And thanks to all the shenanigans a lap ago coming up towards Stowe, he is now 10th. And Brandt's now dropped 2 spots. Brandt's now down to 4th spot. He has just let Palumbo through, and also Dahl's managed to find a way through into 2nd place. So what has happened to Nico Brandt, because he was running in 2nd by the time they exited it? Was there possibly a bit of oversteer coming out of the complex? That remains to be seen, but he's suddenly, just like that, in the twinkling of an eye, dropped from 2nd to 4th.
Yeah, that's tough luck. You know, that's what I've been saying. You know, you got to stay consistent. You got to stay smooth. One little mistake like that can really hurt your race. Now he's back to fourth position now. You know, Anders Dahl just moved up with Palumbo in position. These guys, I'm pretty sure now that they've seen someone make a mistake, they know more than anyone right now that they need to stay consistent for these last few corners. As I'm impressed by Jan Paul. He really, really has stepped up and left the 2nd place position as they come around the start-finish line. I'm impressed.
The more to dust came from 10th, and it hasn't stopped him since. Jan Paul Nyquist makes it 2 from 2 at Silverstone. Incredible drive, and just at the line, Anders Dahl manages to fend off Palumbo for 2nd and 3rd. Nico Brandt holds 4th, but it's Wilson 5th, Tessier 6th, Carrera 7th, Comuni 8th, and Smythe 9th. Quick as you like across the line. The top 9 separated by 6.2 seconds, and some fast and frantic racing all the way to the checkered flag. But what an impressive performance for Jan Paul Nyquist, showing fantastic pace and fantastic racecraft as well to move his way up from 10th into the lead with a couple of laps to go. And that certainly was a lot more action-packed than it was in race 1 at the front. Last few cars coming through as they start to head over the strike. A couple of cars going side by side at the end. But the rest of the top 10s is rounded out by Gary Tall in the 49. Then Ben Tusting is 11th in the 064. Luigi Nespolino in 12th. Liam Williams in 13th. Andreas Kapp, the reigning iRacing BTCC champion, finishes up in 14th spot, despite, I believe, starting from the back of the grid, thanks to his problems in race 1. Matthew Van finishes 5th. Stephen in 16th, Matt Treese Longley in 17th, and Adam Kell 18th, James Yates 19th, and rounding out the top 20 is Robert Plumley in the 25. So Jan Paul Nyquist with 2 victories. Can you make it 3? You'll have to stay tuned. Of course, as before, if you head over back to the BSR main TV page and click the link for race 3, which should be designated as round 6, you'll be able to join us there for the 3rd and final race at 10 past 10, which is going to happen in just a few minutes. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side.